Bulabinaka, my name is Litia and I'm from the beautiful island of Laos and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rock.
My name is Casey, I'm from Tabua. We love Today FM in Tabua. Today FM rocks.
My name is Selina, I'm from Tavenga Vengamba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Pula, my name is Carlo. I love listening to the music in Today FM, in Malak Island. Today FM rock.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, police admits loopholes in service delivery. Delays continue for Ngalimvakambao District School. And preparations for FBC Street Party in Nandi almost completed.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Amrita Sagar.
While the Fiji Police Force have boosted its operations for this festive season, they admit that there are still loopholes in their service delivery. Police Chief of Operations ACP Rusiata Tundravu confirms that they have received complaints against police officers. Pranita Prakash reports.
Most complaints about police officers are from various police stations and community police posts around the country.
There's a lot of gaps in our service delivery. As we focus on our operations, there are other areas in the police stations, our service delivery, and we have recorded complaints and calls being made that reports are not attended, we are not quick enough to those areas. These are some of the challenges that we are currently facing. Some of the reports that we are receiving just show some of our laxity that we did not attend quickly to that report. But we'll surely work on that as we continue with our operations.
Commissioner Brigadier General Sitivening Giliho has assured Fijians that these issues will be looked into.
It is a period where a lot of things happen, especially involving the overconsumption of liquor, noise and all that. And we cannot attend to everything at the same time. Bear with us, we prioritize things, we go on a case-by-case basis. It's no use for the police rushing into cases and not getting it done properly. I can understand the frustrations on those that are lodging the complaints. Bear with us, and if it's taking too long, you have every right to remind us. Please remind us, but it's not purposefully neglected. But if there is neglect on part of police officers, I can assure the public they will certainly be taken to task.
The Police Chief of Operations says they will be addressing police officers again to ensure they are performing their duty well. Meanwhile, the force has boosted its manpower this weekend to ensure that people welcome the new year in a safe environment. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
The rebuilding of the Ngalimvakambao District School in Sunuvada village on Koro Island is expected to be completed in June 2018. The school manager says that it is unfortunate that the school will not be fully ready for students when Term 1 begins next month. Anna Ravolo reports.
The rebuilding of this primary school has taken a while and time has run out to open the school in January.
We started rebuilding the school in February this year. We were planning to complete it by the end of the year, but it will now be completed in June next year.
The school manager says there have been some delays but are trying to work things out.
The delay of the rebuilding is due to the delay of the arrival of materials, and also some villagers are desperate to rebuild their homes before they take some materials and have not replaced it yet. But we are hopeful that 3 classrooms will be used next month.
Nimatawalu says they're also facing some challenges with the contractors and are in talks to solve the problem. Meanwhile, Ngalimvakambao District School caters for 101 students from the village of Nangaindamu, Sinuvada and Namadu. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
Preparations for FBC's 3112 Street Party in Nandi is almost completed. With only a day remaining, the organizers of the street party have called on people living in the Western Division to join them in Nandi and welcome the new year in style. Felipe Naikaso has more.
Expect to see live music from local bands, DJs and performances from dance groups when the FBC's 3112 Street Party kicks off tomorrow evening.
I think in the midnight, before we coming to the conclusion of the event, there will be a fire brigade will be coming up just to get the crowd before cheering for the 2018. And the event itself will be continuing till 12:30, and not by 12 o'clock. So once we're cheering for 2018, then we'll still move on with entertainment till we go on to 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning.
The 3112 Street Party in Nadi is for everyone who wants to enjoy the new year.
Actually, every event that FBC has is always a family-oriented event, whereby families are encouraged to bring your mates, come and enjoy the awesome food that we'll have in store. Also the rides, there's bouncy castle for the children, there's also face painting, and also cops will be there. It's a non-alcoholic event, it's safe, and we just want to give back to the people of Nandi to farewell the year 2017 and also welcome the 2018 with a bang.
If you want to come down, you are more than welcome to be part of this event. And just to say goodbye to 2017, and I believe everybody wants to say Buluvinaka to 2018 and welcome 2018 while we move on to the event on Sunday evening.
The FBC annual street party will start at 6 p.m. tomorrow at Korivula Park in Nandi. Philippe Naikaso, FBC News.
There was an earth tremor felt in the Suva area this afternoon. The Mineral Resources Department said that they are doing an analysis on the tremor. It has confirmed that with the information they have, there is currently no tsunami threat. The Mineral Resources Department is verifying the readings and information to determine the location of the tremors. Still to come, goat sales skyrocketed during Christmas. And hunt for LTA CEO to begin early next year. Stay with us.
Bula, kera mai singatoka, kera ndo talita kana varorong na Radio Fiji 1 and Domoy Viti.
Ayaw na rin siya. Kuminasong Butikola, ndo talita kana Radio Fiji 1 kina Domoy Viti.
Kaya kuyazo sila tali, nagurara may nawamanyi, nandunga. Gitu talita gini ang gagawin sa bale, nagudurong varorong na Radio Fiji 1 na Domoy Viti.
Na Radio Fiji 1 na Domoy Viti na bonga ni BNN.
The demand for goats during Christmas was high in the Northern Division, and it's expected to be better after New Year's. Lambasa goat farmer Vikashni Devi says their earnings from goat sales was exceptional this year compared to previous years. Seniani Mboila reports.
Christmas and New Year's is the time to earn money for some people, and for goat farmer Vikashni Devi, it is the time to sell as many goats as they can to welcome the new year in style.
We sell about 10 to 12 goats. This year the price was bit up and it was about $250 to $300. It's about 17 years. In Nangingi area, during dry season, it's a water problem is the main challenge we are facing.
Devi says despite daily challenges, they are well prepared this weekend to meet the demands from customers in the north. For the Muhammad family in Nakasi, they have high hopes to improve their sales come New Year's.
It was a bit slack, but we managed to sell 160 goods within this Christmas. Like 2 years later, we used to sell 250 to 300 goods.
For many goat farmers, festive season is the best time to earn money as goat is always in demand. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
The Land Transport Authority enforcement teams will be deployed nationwide this weekend, again to ensure that LTA acts and regulations are followed. During Christmas operation, 415 traffic infringement notices were issued, excluding speeding, drink and drive and dangerous driving. LTA Chair Vijay Maharaj says their officers also impounded 20 unregistered vehicles. Maharaj says vehicle owners will now have to comply with the regulation to get the vehicle back.
Well, they have to pay the fines and then have to go through the process of registration, pay all the back fines, and the vehicle has to be ensured they'll be tested and whether they are fit enough to be on the road to start off with. And if they have done all that, then obviously they can get back on the road.
The Land Transport Authority is also currently in the final stages of negotiation with an independent recruitment agency to appoint a new chief executive. Board Chair Vijay Maharaj says the hunt for a new chief executive will begin early next year. He says it will take some time to finalize the appointment. The position is vacant following the resignation of former chief executive Carmine Piantedosi. Piantedosi took the post in April and resigned last month. The Fiji Ships and Heavy Industries Limited is working to further provide their ship repair services to Pacific Island countries. Operations Manager Lopeti Randravu says other Pacific Island countries service their vessels in Fiji as it is cheap and of international standard. Randravu says currently they provide ship repair services to vessels from Tonga, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, Rarotonga, Kiribati, Tuvalu and the Marshall Islands. FSHIL have so far serviced 1,098 vessels and 12 vessels were from the region.
The strength of our service is that we are complying to the standard. These countries and these shop operators, they have shown their joys and they showed their belief in us for the dedicated service that we have sent out. We will be talking to go to Samoa early next year. Around in the Pacific, only Samoa is left.
Coming up in sports, Mara Sevens Committee invites more women's team. And Sebastian Singh aims IBF title. This and more coming up.
Moala rarada ranalika, o tikongona tau ni singatoka, ando talitaka na wakaronga ng Bull FM, number 2 na serre.
We adora subuni kurnambili, iborani batukara hambara binaranga, do talitaki na wakaronga ng Bull FM, number 2 na serre. Bula!
Bula FM, number 2 na serre.
The Fiji Bidder Mara Sevens Committee has challenged women to show interest and compete in next year's 42nd Mara Sevens tournament. 8 women's teams competed last year and have allocated 12 spots for next year. Melita Vanga reports.
Apart from the men's competition, the Mara Sevens Committee is trying its best to develop the women's competition.
We have our own Mara Seahawks who play regularly. And we'd like to encourage more women's rugby team this year. We are allocating 12 spots for women's rugby, and we'd like to welcome new clubs into the fold.
The committee is challenging women teams to deliver and be competitive during the tournament.
You girls have got to produce the goods in the international scene. We've always been consistently now on 5th or maybe 4th on the World Series. We know that you girls can do better, so it's time that you sorry for the word, but you man up and start producing the goods on the field.
The Maris Rugby Club was applauded for their work for the past 41 years.
$50,000 in cash and kind. When you think of those sponsorship compared to 42 years ago when we only gave 5 carton beers. But this tournament, the brewery has been associated with it, and we are proud to be associated with the Maris Rugby team because from past records, the 42 years that we've been seeing the tournament run, the tournament has been run very efficiently and effectively.
Meanwhile, 64 men's and 12 women's team will be competing for the annual event. Registration closes on 9th March and game day will begin on the 23rd and 24th of March 2018. Melita Vanga, FBC Sports.
Maris Rugby Club President Lawrence Tikaram has confirmed they will have a booth at the 42nd Fiji Bidder Maris Sevens tournament to support Fiji Rugby Union's bid to host a World Sevens Series tournament. Tikaram says they will set up laptops in the booth where the public can go online and support the bid. He adds this will be a good chance for Fijians to watch our Sevens Gladiators and other Sevens superstars in action on our home ground. The Maris Sevens will be held on the 23rd to the 24th of March 2018.
We keep talking about how great we are, how good we are. Now it's time to show the world how best we can become at hosting one of those leagues. And so the Fiji Bidder Maris Sevens is going to be a pinnacle in terms of supporting and working with Fiji Rugby.
Melbourne Victory has won 3 games in a row for the first time this season and has moved into the A-League's top 3 after an enthralling 2-1 win over Newcastle at Amy Park last night. Costa Barbarosis and Besat Berisha netted for Victory, with the Jason Hoffman equaliser wedged in between. Fijian boxer Sebastian the Sniper Singh has set his eyes on the International Bout Federation title. Singh, who is currently preparing for the Asia Pacific Super Lightweight title in February, says nothing is impossible if he believes in himself. Melita Vanga tells us more.
Sebastian Singh, also known as the Sniper, says his goal is beyond his current title.
My goal is to go all the way. I'm not gonna go and just be Asia Pacific champion or Australasian champion. I'm gunning for the world title. And I know it's going to be done. A lot of hard work will be required. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to get the job done.
Singh challenged youngsters who are interested in the sport to be well disciplined in order to achieve their goal.
Discipline, like in anything, not just boxing, but anything you do in life, discipline is very important. If you do not discipline yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. You can't be training and then going out and enjoying yourself and then waking up the next morning hangover, too tired to go and work out.
Meanwhile, Singh needs to maintain his title in the Asia Pacific Super Lightweight title in February to maintain his ranking.
He's already in the world rating, so he has to defend his title every 6 months or within a year to maintain his title and to keep his rating going on the top.
Singh had fought 11 professional bouts in his young career and recorded 9 wins, including 6 by knockout, while he lost 2. Melita Vanga, FBC Sports.
Fijian soccer star and Wellington Phoenix player Roy Krishna is expected to make an impact when he returns to the squad for their match against Central Coast Mariners in the A-League match tomorrow. Vodafone Fiji Mbati player Aquila Uate is looking forward to the new NRL season. Uate, who was in Fiji with his family for Christmas, says it was a much-needed break after a hectic year. The 30-year-old who plays for the Manly Sea Eagles also says that the last time he was in Fiji was 3 years ago.
Definitely, I made the most of it, even though it was only 2 weeks. I think it definitely meant so much to me, and I think it meant so much to my kids coming here for a very long time in Fiji to spend time with the grandparents and uncles and aunties. I think they're getting to that point where they start missing everyone in Fiji, but that's how it is. But yeah, definitely enjoyed it.
Now to the rugby season. Look back across 2017. It was a successful year for the Crusaders in Super Rugby, finally ruling the game with much of the credit going to the rookie head coach Scott Robinson. A trough of low pressure remains slow moving over Fiji. Associated cloud and showers will affect the northern parts of the group, gradually spreading to the central and eastern parts of the group from later today. Well, taking a look in the west, it was a cloudy day for most areas, but all hitting 29 degrees. Eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, cloudy conditions prevailed in some areas, with a few showers in Navua. Up north, cloudy periods were around Lambasa and Savu-Savu, with Nambawalu recording the lowest temperature at 23 degrees. At sea, east to southeast winds 15 to 20 knots and moderate to rough seas. For the tides, high tide tonight will be at 11 with low tide at 4:57 p.m. tomorrow. Sunrise will be at 6:37. As for the further outlook, occasional showers and few thunderstorms over Vanuatu, eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. Elsewhere, afternoon or evening showers with possible isolated thunderstorms are expected. Recapping the main stories, police admits loopholes in service delivery. Delays continue for Ngalivakambao District School. And preparations for FBC Street Party in Nandi almost completed. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question this week, should there be harsher penalties for people involved in temple sacrilege? Visit our FBC website to answer. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News, or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
मैं प्रेमिला वायरुकु रेकी रेकी से सुबह मेरी आँख खुलती है तो मैं मिर्ची FM सुनती हूँ. मिर्ची FM is number 1. It's so hot.
हम लोग बार टाउन के कैरियर ड्राइवर लोगों ने हम लोग के मिर्ची एफएम सुनो अच्छा लगे। मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट।
हाय, मैं संध्या नारियल रेफ्रिजरेटर से। मेरे सारे दोस्त मिर्ची एफएम सुनते हैं। मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट। आई लव मिर्ची एफएम।
हमें स्पिन तो ताबुआ के मिर्ची एफएम में सबसे अच्छा गाना बजे।
मिर्ची एफएम, इट्स हॉट।